Welcome to a new episode of the Louisville Bulls franchise. Today we take on the 3-6 Bengals. Now, however, they did win last week. They have some momentum from last week. They won the Thursday night game in Louisville. Let's get you out there. I'll see you guys at halftime.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got Isaiah Likely. He just crossed the century mark last week with 105 yards. It's the Bulls and the Bengals on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and the world-renowned city of Louisville, Kentucky. Tonight we start Week 11 of the NFL season with a good one on tap, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Bulls of Louisville. Hi again, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, joining you as always. And, Charles, you check out this Louisville team.
They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And how about that defense last week? They pitched a shutout, and it's really more like a no-hitter because they absolutely dominated that game from the opening whistle.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Here come the Bengals now to take over.
And they're brought out by the former Washington Husky, undrafted back in 2019, Jake Browning.
This is what this man was born for, the big spotlight on the national stage like this. Really, his entire career, he's demonstrated incredible poise, no matter what type of situation his team was in. No situation is too big for him, and you can tell in the way that he takes the field. His self-belief is evident, and he gets the job done, in his mind, each and every time.
And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week. Now,
Pressure comes and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
On 4th down, Drew Chrisman on to punt.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
Bringing them out is one of the most exciting players in the NFL every season. A former MVP, it's Lamar Jackson.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start by running the option to the right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. First carry now for Justice Hill. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 11 yards there, 1st down. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards.
He's got it to the 43 here.
A look at the numbers last week for Edwards. 24 carries, 88
Thursday night game, short week. You know, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Here's Edwards again on second down. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 11 yards there, first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Isaiah Likely with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bulls put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And finishing that drive off was the touchdown grab by Isaiah Likely. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Here's Browning. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw, Browning. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. 4th down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman. .35 yards that time on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll start by running the option to the right. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. And they're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Now Browning. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Browning. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
All the pressure comes, and it's blocked.
Well, if you were ever wondering, should I believe my special teams coach about, these plays are valuable? Think no more. Huge play, big block, and now they've set up their offense inside the 10-yard line. A chance to score.
So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. And they are set up well, very well. 1st and goal following the block punt. They'll run here with Edwards. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Once more, Edwards. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action. And
he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself on the quarterback sneak. And the Bulls take the block punt and convert it into 6 points. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Browning. Under pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Throwing on 2nd and long. Browning. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bulls are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5. When you look at this defense, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep...
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Adafe Owe in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways. You know they're both motivated.
Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession. Now a 2nd and 2. As they've got it as we resume action. Here's Edwards again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, The corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Jackson's throw is on target to Likely. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Throwing is Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. Oh, that really would have been something to see, but he's denied by the framework.
Do you remember seeing David Akers in Green Bay a few years ago on opening day? He had a 63-yarder to end the half, hit the crossbar, and go over. So sometimes it works for you, and sometimes it works against you.
And this time, it's against. He is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down. Back to throw. Browning. In trouble, and he's taken down. Patrick Queen gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Browning. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown. A great effort there. 65 yards. And the Bulls take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Well, everything right now going wrong for this crew. A chance to put 3 on the board at least, but it winds up being blocked and returned the other way.
And any hope they had, likely gone at this point. You might want to think about clearing the bench a little bit, letting some other guys play.
Tucker now to add the point after. And the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
To throw on 2nd down. Browning. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Browning. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. To throw again. Browning. Open man is chased, complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up, and he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Browning. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Off play action. Browning. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the 1st half, this is just complete domination. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. He's to the 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. So maybe some signs of life. I mean, this has been a defense. They've been all over the map here in this 1st half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return the interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Yeah, maybe it can serve, Charles, like you were alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is down to 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson now. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will stay a 3-score game at 24.
Well, he might be the best kicker the game's ever seen, and we've seen him hit from 66, which is the all-time record. But anything 60-plus, that's a very low percentage kick. Don't tell him he doesn't believe it, but this one winds up no good.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Halftime over, no problem with us.
So first half of bowl domination. First half of Bulls domination.
And we welcome you back.
So we're going to give you a look at one of the best highlights of the football game. McPherson. I'm going to give you my call of this play as well. McPherson on to attempt a field goal. This one is blocked. Number 32, Williams picks it up. Williams down the sideline. Williams will take it the distance. Touchdown. That was the big play of the half. Another one. Another big play of the half was a blocked punt. Four-yard punt. I think that's the one that was blocked. No. It's not the one that was blocked. That's... no. Anyway, we had a blocked punt and a blocked field goal. Let's get to the second half, which starts right now.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This taken in at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Browning. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. To throw on 3rd down. Browning can't get away, and he's taken down. Roquan Smith in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one will go for 9 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Credit that to the former Texas Longhorn, Joseph Osai, who got in there. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A give up the gut to Hill. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. They'll roll him out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Miles Murphy brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Jackson, options out left. Oh, some strong running, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 32 yards. And the Bulls are able to add on to that lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Bengals set to take over. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw. Browning. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Mixon with a first down carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Justin Madubuike firing across the line there and planning him for a loss. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Operating from the gun. Browning. Finding Ertz here on the out route. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. A handoff running left, Mixon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Back to throw. Browning caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down at a yard. Here's a fake on the jet sweep and a run up the middle with Mixon. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Final minute now of the third quarter. Back to Mixon on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On 4th down, Browning. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it does. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. They'll start with the option. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down. Well, I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This is 2nd and 8. Here's Hill one more time. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Up the middle. It's Hill. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. To throw, Huntley. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Throwing to start the drive. Browning. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's Browning. Complete to Jones. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
To throw, Browning. Pressure comes and down he goes. Odafe Owe, his 2nd sack of the night.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Now Huntley. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped. Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
Fourth down, Huntley eluding the pressure. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Roquan Smith able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Throwing on second and long. Browning. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Now Browning. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get your reset. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Browning. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
At the 36-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they...
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Justice Hill. He might take this all the way. And they're going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of
This one's over. We had a blocked field goal touchdown and a kick return touchdown in the same game, as well as a blocked punt and a big-time win, 45-17 over the Cincinnati Bengals. Take a look at some stats from around. For this game, Jake Browning, 17 for 35, 200 yards, a touchdown, 2 picks. Lamar Jackson, 8 for 16, a touchdown and 2 picks. Tyler Huntley, 1 for 4, and an interception. Gus Edwards, only 37 yards on 11 carries today. 3 rushing touchdowns for Lamar Jackson. 3 rushing touchdowns for Lamar Jackson. Oh, by the way,
next week.
104-yard kick return from Justice Hill. Just being, you know, horrible. Horrible to the other team. Anyway, that does it for me, folks. Like, comment, and subscribe. Please like this video. We won big time over the Cincinnati Bengals, and it was awesome to finally beat up on another teams on back-to-back weeks. Thanks for watching. That's it for me. Enjoy the rest of the year, and please have a nice